y'all, it's Goddess Raven, and this is Goddess Raven News, and of course, tarot readings. I'm not sure why anybody is surprised by the situation that's playing out for Bruno Mars. Ever since 2010, there have been rumors about him allegedly having, he had a white powder addiction at one point in Las Vegas, and he ended up getting arrested behind that addiction in Las Vegas. And now he's doing a residency in Las Vegas. And now there's allegedly a $50 million debt. And I'm like, why is anybody surprised? Like, this man has admitted in interviews that he had a past addiction to the powder. And he has also admitted the pressure that he is under to come up with hit songs is very much, it takes a toll on him to come up with hits. And he feels this pressure to keep, maintaining a certain pace. And so why would you be surprised to do so? These celebrities turn to other things, other addictions, to help with the pressure that they're under. This is something I've been telling y'all. When I did that reading for, Whitney Houston, y'all didn't want to believe me that the reason why she went back to using, drugs allegedly that fateful night at that hotel while Clive was having that party is because of the pressures of having to, Clive put all this money into her for this comeback. And it was a lot of pressure. She went back to using drugs. But when you go back to using something after quitting for so long, your body is not used to it. And your chances of ODing or unaliving yourself is higher. And then to top it off, her ex-lover, Robin, confirms the same thing that I was saying that Whitney says herself in the channeling, in the reading that it was the pressure that caused her to go back. Robin, her ex-lover, who sat down with Wendy, said you could not understand how much pressure Whitney Houston was under. Same thing. Bruno Mars, pressure. Pressure. And you find outlets. Some of these outlets, some people meditate. Some people will skydive. Some people, will hang out with friends and party and different. He chooses to gamble. Okay, so let's get into both situations that Bruno's facing. Okay, so this was back in 2010. Bruno Mars mugshot of him smiling high as a damn kite. Yes, right. The singer was arrested in Las Vegas on cocaine charges. Yeah. Singer-songwriter Bruno Mars was found with a bag of, that powder in the bathroom of a Los Angeles Hard Rock hotel and casino over the weekend. Okay, Mars, whose real name is Peter Hernandez, was arrested early Sunday. This is back in 2010 after being detained by hotel security. He was booked into, the county jail on suspicion of possession of a controlled substance. Yeah. According to the arrest report obtained, Bruno entered a bathroom stall with the bag of white powdery substance. Yeah, he had the bag out. He must have been zooted and feeling good to do some ish like that. Now, after taking what seemed like an unusual long time, the bathroom attendant alerted a security guard who confronted Bruno as he exited the stall. Lord have so you was doing your powder and there was a witness? See, this is what I'm talking about, when they on that self-destruct path, or when they, the pressure is so much and the addiction is so much, they don't give a damn where they do it at. Like this is reminding you like how bad it got with Whitney when she was on stage when her addiction was high and she was nothing but skin and bones, and people were making jokes about seeing the notes come out her as she was singing because she was so damn skinny. But y'all don't, like after seeing this woman underweight and everything like that, y'all still think it's some conspiracy. Nah, homegirl took herself out. But okay. Here we go with, Mr. Bruno Mars. This is crazy when you think about it. When asked to hand over the narcotics he may have had, the report says that Bruno pulled the bag of substance from his jean pocket. Authorities said it later tested positive as cocaine. The report states Bruno was then taken to a holding cell where he was questioned by an arresting officer. The report states that Hernandez asked the officer, "Can I speak to you? Honestly, sir." He then reportedly admitted he had done a foolish thing and claimed that he had never used cocaine before, which turned out to be lies. Years later, he admitted that he did have an addiction. So at that point, back then he was facing felony charges for that situation. Now you fast forward, let's just say Vegas is not the location for Bruno Mars, okay? Because now Bruno recently entered the 9th year of his residency at the Park MGM in Las Vegas, which he extended with 12 shows taking place throughout 2024. More shows? You don't think look, this man has to do what? More shows? He's been there for 9 years? Okay, so Bruno Mars apparently owes $50 million in gambling debt, and this is what is going around. Bruno recently entered the 9th year of his residency at the Park MGM in Las Vegas, which he extended with 12 shows taking place throughout 2024. But if you believe a report that's circulating around, part of the reason why Bruno Mars' residency has lasted 9 years is because he incurred a sizable gambling debt at the casino. He owes millions to MGM for gambling. MGM basically owns Bruno Mars. And that's why he keeps extending his residency there. The source estimated that Bruno owes as much as $50 million to MGM. He reportedly takes in $90 million annually as part of his deal with the casino, but after taxes, he's just barely covering the money he owes. Can you imagine taking home $90 million every year and you only barely, getting any money at the end? Oh, child, it could be me. Mars has spoken about his affinity for gambling in the past. That's right. He has talked about not only his addictions, but his gambling issues, which is another form of an addiction. Okay, and reveals that he visited his first casino at 19 years old and, as a still unknown musician, covered his rent by playing the cards. Mars' residency at the Park MGM resumes in June, and tickets are available for purchase as of now. So, what do y'all think? I kind of some fans are not believing it. But the casino's in the business of making money, and if they can pay you and then turn around and get that money back from you, they will. Some people are not believing it, but some people said yes, actually they would. You could have a line of credit with a casino, and while Joe Schmo might not qualify for $50 million. Bruno Mars may be able to secure a, line of credit like that. So y'all pray for him that he can like conquer his addictions, because he just went from the white girl to the powder to gambling, which is something I think he's been doing off and on since he was 19 years old. Child, can you imagine making $90 million and just blowing through it like that? It could be me. Yeah, it can't be me. Nah. So y'all comment below and tell me what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe and child, look at that bathroom scene. He look a little bit right there. Let me stop, allegedly. Let me go. Yeah, subscribe to the channel and comment below. Hit that like button. And on that note,